What's up? My name is Ken Dumbo, the MC with the sauce. Don't forget to subscribe to J. Cool.
Forum and say, no, even if the law says that, I think let's just take the ones you have proposed, even if they didn't come from the people, and deal with their merits. It is not our call. It is a constitutional safeguard that the law has placed on. So you can't go...
Make it very clear to the listeners, because it's very, very important. Simplify it. Are you saying, Council Zulu, that the government is flouting the Constitution? You know, it's ignoring what the Constitution says on this, process. You know, one arm of governance is in this case seemingly superior than the other arms of, government. In this case, the judiciary.
Yes. So what we're saying is the Constitutional Court has been categorical, very clear and unambiguous. What they are saying is this process must be driven by a technical committee. But having a technical committee alone is not a compliance of the judgment. Okay. So have a technical committee, one. You are on the right track. Stage number 2, go to framing the amendments to be made to the Constitution. Don't give the committee to consult the people on amendments that come only from the government, because you are gagging the owners of the Constitution. They may have more pressing issues. So the committee's first job is to frame the amendments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, consulting the people. What do you think can be amended? Only after they have been framed and put as proposals do you go to the people as the committee did.
Right.
Government is saying merely having a committee and consulting without involving the people in the framing of the amendments is compliance. That's not something we can negotiate.
What are the consequences of that today and tomorrow?
So what would be the consequence of passing an act to amend the Constitution without publishing 30 days in the Gazette? What would be the consequences of passing a bill amending the Constitution without 2/3 majority of Parliament agreeing? The product is illegal.
All right. I'll be going to Ms. Gatwe to specifically talk about the contents. You know, since you have talked about the legalities, you know, let's move forward now that the report has been presented, because I think this is what people now want to hear. You would say there's still time. The government is saying the report has been presented. Next stage, Parliament. Is this illegal? Okay, what is the process now? Going to Parliament after the report has been presented. Council.
Well, there is seriously, there is no process now.
There's no process.
There is no process now, other than just government trying to.
But the government is saying this report now will go to Parliament. If I understand it, will go to Parliament, and the president has told you if you have got any issues with that, go back to court.
The process is a nullity. Where Bill 7 is sitting is an illegality. So really, it's difficult for us to even comprehend.
Clear this, Council.
Yes, please.
The president says it's going to Parliament.
Well, I think I see where government is saying, look, if you, Your Excellency, I tell you, the procedural safeguard, not made by Oasis Forum, made by the courts, is 1, 2, 3, 4, plus safeguards in Article 79. When I tell you this is a requirement that must be complied with, You are the executive, you are the facilitators. If you decide to take it to Parliament or tell me, look, for me, insofar as I consider this, I think I've complied. After all, the meat of the bill is so good, it will develop the country. Therefore, these things you are insisting on, I've already complied them. But look, the letter of the law is clear. You tell me no, even if it's clear, if you're not happy, go to court. What can the people do?
Nothing.
So government is driving the process as they deem fit. It doesn't mean it is legal.
All right. Talk about the contents and also make reference to the decision the government has made that it goes into Parliament, and they may get the numbers, and this may be law. What are the consequences? What is the impact on elections and governance as a whole?
Maybe the consequences and impact the council can handle that.
Yeah.
The content, really, we have decided as Oasis Forum not even to discuss the content. The
Why?
reason is
are there no good things in there?
There are a lot of good things, but the process is flawed. So we cannot jump the process and go and talk about the content.
And maybe just also adding to that discussion, constitutional making is people-driven. So when we begin to talk about the content, I think it's simplifying the discussion to say, tell me, what are you against? Without understanding the history of, but who brought these to me? Who told you these are the only things that the people want amended? But even then, granted, delimitation is a topical issue. How would you ask citizens in each and every constituency of this country, 156 of them, to support delimitation without knowing where the delimitation in terms of increase of the constituencies will happen? Everyone is submitting, yes, delimitation is good, it will bring development. Are you telling me there will be 156 new constituencies because everyone is supporting? Shouldn't the conversation begin with putting in place or publicizing the delimitation report so that you who is in Chavuma, knowing that your constituency may not be one of those to be delimited, you then have a better conversation. Say, look, in principle, I wouldn't oppose, but I oppose the way you want to delimitate. Why are you taking, let's say, 100 constituencies, new ones, all of them in Eastern Province? I don't think the citizens would react to a delimitation discussion the same way if they had all the facts. So to say, what are you against in the content?
Maybe even having, maybe even having all the facts. The question is, if I was to be asked today, if I want, or if they started with me, I would begin by asking myself if, for example, our parliament has capacity to host the 211 members of parliament. Do we have that capacity? What will happen? Are we coming up with the law that will sit on the shelf waiting for implementation because we are supposed now to create a room where these members of parliament will sit? Are we saying that some of the members will sit on the terraces? I don't know. I really don't know. But we are doing this because it's...
You're now talking about the cost element.
Exactly. Yeah. The cost element in terms of space, in terms of...
Have you done any homework as to the cost element if the members of parliament were increased to over 200?
Yes, we have done that.
What is the cost
apart
element?
From, I don't know if you can remember off-calf.
1.7 billion or some
1.8 billion. Yes.
I stand to be
something
corrected,
like that.
but there's some.
We can't remember off-calf, but we have already done all the tabulations.
Let's talk about the delimitation. That is another source of concern. Again, the mixed views to this. Others are saying it will be more representative. How is that going to be done? council, what is the criteria to divide a constituency in the rural areas, in the urban areas? Are there rules are governing that, and who is going to do that? Is it ECZ in consultation with the political parties?
And all this conversation, Ambassador, speaks to why an amendment of the Constitution cannot be a 12-day event. It cannot be rushed because there are different pieces that must be carefully considered. Cost is just but one of them. When we go to proportional representation, how this will work out, is this the best way? What are the lessons from other countries where across the river, of course, Zambezi, others have condemned even this proposed way of appointing extra MPs because of what they call creating merely flower girls, people who are appointed merely for patronage. They have nothing to offer to the people. They are mere cadres. How do we ensure that we elevate representation of the people and ensure that Parliament benefits from the holistic skill sets that is available in the country? These are conversations we must be had, and because it's our supreme law of the land, no one should point a gun and say must be done by tomorrow, otherwise I'm closing. That is a missed opportunity for the country.
The president.
And also, the worry is how delimitation is being communicated to the people. To the people, it's like if delimitation does not come now, then development will not come now.
Yeah.
It's quite strange. A lot of people, we went to Solwezi with council and the rest of the Oasis Forum team, and people there were like, why don't you want the government to undertake the delimitation process? Because here we have huge constituencies, and that is why our areas are not developed. And you wonder why communication or information cannot be given in full to the people. Who says that if a constituency is big, then it cannot develop? Who says that when a CDF is being divided, it has to be divided by the number? Who says that CDF cannot say a Kamwala constituency, because you are smaller, we'll give you 10 kwacha, and Nyumbayanga constituency, since you are big, we'll give you 50 kwacha? I don't know if it is by law.
Thanks for tuning in to JQ News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest updates on tech, politics, and everything in between. Until next time, stay cool.